Today we're going to talk about writing equations. So when you're writing equations from a word problem or you're given a word problem and you're trying to find a matching equation, we need to remember to use key vocabulary. Okay, so our vocabulary is going to be really, really important in determining which operations, right, will be in the problem. So we have add, subtract, multiply, divide, and then words that mean equal. So we're going to go through a couple of those. So some common words on the STAR test that indicate we're going to add would be the word and, okay, this and that, hat and coat, okay, things like that. The word save, if I'm saving money, okay. Obviously the word plus, and then sometimes the word together, right? So Johnny and Michael together. Okay, so those are all good add words. That's not a full list, but that's some very common ones on STAR. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the words that mean subtract. So some subtract words: spent, okay, spent, like spending money. Ate, okay, he ate 5 hot dogs. Words like cost, right? It cost $10. If there was a fee, a fee. Sometimes it'll say less. Oops. Right? I'm 5 years less than my sister. And then there's going to be more, but that's going to kind of be our short list. Okay, and then we have words that mean multiply. So some words that mean to multiply, obviously our most common is going to be the word times. They use that one a whole lot on the 6th grade STAR test, times. The word per, okay, per. So miles per hour, cost per gallon. Okay, per means multiply. And then product, a product is the answer to a multiplication problem. So product. Then our words that mean divide. So they each, right? Each. I had $10 and I gave each person 2. So there'd be 5 people, right? Each. A quotient is the answer to a division problem. So quotient. If we're going to split the bill, right? Split or share. Okay, those are all good division words. Again, not a complete list, but those are some really common ones on the STAR test. And then our equals words, okay? If it's an is $10, that tells us that's our equals, okay? A lot of times the word total, okay? Total indicates an equals. Or, oh, she has $500, right? Has. So that's kind of our equal words. Again, not a full list, but it's a good start. All right, so we're going to use those words to break down some equations and create some equations. So the first ones are just short and sweet, okay? We're going to do these 4 in the box. So it says a number plus 6 equals 13. So when they say a number, you can come up with any letter you want. So for this one, I'm just going to use an N for number. So I'm going to put an N above number. And then the word plus tells us that we are going to add. And then we have a 6 equals 13. So we're going to do N plus 6 equals 13. Okay, so a number plus 6 equals 13. All right, and then our next one says a number. So this time, instead of using an N for number, I'll use T for Turner, okay? Again, you can use any letter you want. So a number T less 5. So remember we talked about less is going to be a subtract word. So less 5 equals 23. So a number less 5 equals 23. So we've taken the words and turned it into an equation. So let's keep going. The product of 5 and a number is 35. So again, we learned product. Product is multiplication. So we're going to multiply 5 and a number, okay? So remember that when you set a number, like 5, next to a letter, Okay, so this time for a number, let's use the letter C for Miss Cups. Okay, so the product of 5 and C, again, product means multiplication. So I'm just gonna set them right next to each other, 5C. So remember, when a number and a letter sit next to each other, it means multiply. And then it says is, okay, is our equals word, and then 35. So again, the product means multiply. That's what we're doing here. 5 and a number. Remember, a number can be any letter you want it to be. And then is 35, okay? The last one is the quotient. Remember, quotient is division. And it says of a number. So for this one, let's use M for McDonald, okay? So the quotient of a number and 4, and then we have that is an equals word, equals 6. So we're gonna do M divided by 4 equals 6. We could also write this one M over 4 equals 6, because remember, a fraction is just another way to write division. So we can do it as a fraction if we wanted. Okay, so those are our 4 short and sweet ones. So now let's break down some bigger ones.